Your goddamn knees.
Hey, I'm a cop. Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your fucking knees. Don't ever touch me again.
Sir.
Get the off me.
Sir.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck. You grabbed me. Dude, I have a fucking law enforcement ID.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening.
Here are moments when police officers had to turn on their own colleagues, starting with this case where tribal officers found themselves at odds with jail staff and turned what should have been teamwork into a heated clash.
The Oakmulgee County Jail requesting more units.
You shut the
You gotta put your hands on him? Go.
On December 18th, 2023, this confrontation erupted at the Oakmulgee County Jail over custody of a non-native suspect. And the two opposing parties were tribal police from the Light Horse Police Department and jail staff. But what started as an attempt to serve an arrest warrant quickly turned into a heated clash.
I'm not taking a move. You guys are taking them.
I'm not taking it.
County Central, do not roll my pre-book into Sally Port door.
Well, we can stay here all day.
That's what we're going to do until you take them out of my building.
I'm not taking it.
Sir, we're not taking
You're the one committing crime, not
No,
us.
I'm not, sir. I have not accepted him in my facility yet. He is still in your custody.
Light Horse officers, responsible for enforcing laws among tribal members, had arrested the suspect days earlier. Because the suspect was non-native, jurisdiction fell to the Oakmulgee County Sheriff's Office. However, jail officials resisted, asserting that the suspect fell under the Sheriff's Office's jurisdiction.
Open this.
While the sheriffs were locked outside, the real problem started when these officers put their hands on the chief.
Hey, you better take your hands off of him before you get that whip.
And since the sheriffs were unable to intervene, they watched helplessly from outside. But the confrontation finally reached its peak when the sheriff entered behind the jail staff.
Nope.
Out of my building, gentlemen.
You're gonna go with us, I promise.
See, you keep putting on him.
Hands off of him.
Don't you put your
That's all my deal. You put your hands on me first. Jackson, that's a few else. My life horse. Your
is going too.
They're refusing to take it.
Yeah, we don't recognize if you already exist.
Okay,
not
it's
an
the state
option.
of Oklahoma.
That's not an option.
It is a director saying the law.
The director of fleet
Charlie 600.
or the director of your jail? Hey, there's a big difference there.
Charlie 600.
The tribal officers were ultimately forced to leave the premises, but the fallout was far from over. Days later, an arrest warrant was issued against a jail staffer accused of assaulting a tribal officer during the altercation. In this next case, an off-duty officer betrayed the badge and the trust of his fellow deputies by trying to evade justice.
Your goddamn knees.
Hey, I'm a cop. Why you acting like that? I'm a cop.
Then you'll listen to me when I tell you to get on your fucking knees.
On June 12, 2022, a high-speed pursuit in Key Largo, Florida, ended with a surprising twist when the driver claimed to be a Miami-Dade police officer. The chase began when a Monroe County deputy clocked this white Chrysler speeding at 108 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. And despite commands to pull over, the driver recklessly accelerated to over 110 miles per hour before finally stopping.
How many people in the car? Get out of the car! Get out of the fucking car!
Get out of the car right now. Out of the car, let me see hands.
Hands up in the air!
Hands up in the air right now. Turn around, turn around. Turn around, do not...
When the driver, 26-year-old Donovan Rojas, exited the vehicle, he presented himself as an off-duty Miami-Dade officer driving an unmarked agency car.
You used to work for Miami-Dade.
Why you acting like that, man?
Stand there. 10-11. One in custody.
I'm acting.
Be quiet. Don't say another word. You hear me?
The deputy quickly noticed signs of intoxication, glassy eyes, slurred speech, and the distinct odor of alcohol. But when the deputies decided to search his vehicle, they weren't expecting this.
Holy fucking shit. Jesus. Sarge, I can't see it. Well, that wasn't on when he passed me.
No, he's not on.
No, he's drunk.
They confiscated 2 Glock firearms, a Miami-Dade police ID and badge, a body-worn camera, a tactical vest, and other law enforcement gear. The deputy then questioned Rojas, who appeared defensive and accused the officer of targeting him unfairly. But when asked to perform field sobriety tests, Rojas outright refused but decided to offer some unsolicited advice.
Boss, what's your first name?
Don.
Don?
Donovan.
Donovan. That's your first name?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to perform field sobriety exercise to dispel my suspicion that you're impaired to drive?
Yes, sir.
No. Okay.
He then lectured the deputy on the supposed code among officers. And as you watch further, you'll be shocked to hear his claim of letting the deputy off the hook if their roles were reversed.
Bro, we're supposed to take care of our own, bro.
Yeah, we are.
Nigga, like, I've been doing this shit for 6.5 years, bro.
And if I came to your county and I put you in this position,
Yeah, I'll take you home, like,
you take me home.
of course.
You take me home after your sergeant shows up on scene
Hell
and everybody's
yeah.
got cameras?
This is Mommy Day, baby. We take care of you. Like,
Yeah?
this is what we're supposed to do.
But this deputy wasn't about to let him off the hook. Rojas was charged with felony fleeing and eluding an officer and misdemeanor driving under the influence, and issued citations for both offenses, along with a written warning for speeding. While that officer ran from accountability, this next case shows a sheriff undermining his own colleague during a routine traffic stop.
You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right.
On June 24th, 2022, what started as a routine traffic stop in Hiawassee, Georgia, quickly turned into a heated showdown between 2 officers of the law. Sergeant James of the Hiawassee Police Department pulled over a vehicle after observing it driving recklessly.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Doing well in yourself?
I'm doing all right.
What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
While speaking to the driver, James asked why he was speeding, to which the driver apologized and claimed he needed to pick up his medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
No, well, it helps with my anxiety.
If that car in front of you would have slammed on brakes, you would have caused a wreck right here. What kind of medication is it?
It's for bipolar and anxiety.
Okay, I don't think that medicine would make you drive the way you were driving.
No, because it's starting to wear off. I was expecting to be home all night. I'm taking the medication.
Well, maybe you don't need to be driving at all.
No, as long as I'm on my medication.
Well, why don't you take your medication with you?
Because I expected to be home.
Hang tight.
James issued a traffic citation and was wrapping up the stop. But what he didn't expect was an uninvited guest, the Towns County Sheriff, Chris Henderson.
All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. Yes, what come on. Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero.
However, what Sheriff Henderson did after this short interrogation did not suit his position.
Do it.
Charges
Do
against
it.
your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that sees me
Man,
pulled out.
shut your fucking mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, fuck
Do
boy.
it.
You a fuck boy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
This wasn't just a personal clash. Reports later revealed long-standing tensions between the Hiawassee Police and the Towns County Sheriff's Department over jurisdiction. In fact, an audio recording surfaced where Sheriff Henderson allegedly instructed his deputies not to associate with Hiawassee officers, calling them enemies. While the previous clash was verbal, this officer showed that rank wasn't enough to sidestep protocol when his own partner stuck to the rules.
Really?
On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County officer in McDonough, Georgia, pulled over this Dodge Charger speeding down the road at 96 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. But this speeding driver was the chief deputy of the Henry County Sheriff's Office. So after taking Yarbrough's license, he retreated to his cruiser and made a phone call to a colleague.
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
When his colleague responded nonchalantly, the officer decided to stick to protocol. Moments later, the officer handed Yarborough the citation while maintaining professionalism.
If you would sign right here, it's got a court date, time it must appear. Yes, sir. Please slow down and have a safe day.
While Georgia's super speeder law could have added a hefty $200 fine to the ticket, the citation issued to Yarborough only required a court appearance. Later on, Henry County Sheriff Reginald Scandrett suspended Yarborough for 40 hours without pay. Moving on to the next case, where a jurisdictional misunderstanding made officers pit against each other in a moment of crisis.
You have no authority. You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do, motherfucker. You're not gonna get in my sheriff's face, just like you told me.
On January 30th, 2024, tensions between the Lexington Police Department and the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office hit a boiling point in Lexington, Oklahoma. And it all started when a Lexington police officer pulled over a vehicle speeding through town.
Hello.
Sheriff Jameson, I'm going to SWAT call out.
Okay, sir, this is Podio. Could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going
where?
call out.
Where are we going?
SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. Used to be a police officer. And
Where at?
Right down here on.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about. All right, I'll call our chief and let him know.
This driver was none other than Cleveland County Sheriff Chris Amison, who was rushing to a SWAT call. Caught off guard and unaware of any critical operation, the officer called his chief to clarify the situation. Minutes later, Lexington Police Chief Ronnie Johnson arrived at the supposed standoff.
We've realized that I'd like to know what's going on in my own damn city. We would have notified you, sir. We would have? Yeah. Well, hold on. I've been down there at the PD the whole fucking day. According to the call, it says Lexington was notified, they refused to respond because of our call. Okay, I don't know who the fuck said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm just telling you what the call says. I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a damn thing about it. Okay.
Frustrated at being left out of the loop on a critical operation, Chief Johnson confronted Sheriff Amison and his deputies. But what was meant to be a coordinated response to a possible hostage standoff turned into a clash of egos, and the tension escalated when Cleveland County Deputy Lieutenant Szymanski decided to walk away mid-confrontation.
You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir.
That's not going to happen.
You can get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man. Back up.
To control the situation, other Cleveland deputies pulled their lieutenant back and tried to assert their own authority.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that you can back up.
Negative.
And in this very moment, their lieutenant showed where these deputies learnt to show dominance. But before the situation could spiral out of control, Chief Johnson ordered his officer to stand down and return to the station. Next is the Californian cop whose drunken antics left his fellow cops no choice but to take action against one of their own.
Dude, I have a fucking law enforcement ID. You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening.
On November 14th, 2020, Scottsdale police were notified of a highly intoxicated man causing disturbances and picking fights at several local bars. And this man was Drew Scott Romo, a Roseville police officer at the time. And the night began with Romo being removed from Whiskey Row for excessive intoxication and aggressive behavior. After being denied entry at INTJ nightclub for the same reasons, officers tried to convince him to call it a night.
You need to go. They don't want you here, so you have to go. It's simple. If you don't want to be in trouble with us, just go. That's it.
Dude, I'm fucking on your side.
They don't want you at the business, so you need to go.
I'm on your fucking side.
I get that, but they don't want you.
I'm on your side, bro.
We understand what you do, but you need to.
But Romo refused to back down and kept escalating the situation. When officers intervened again, Romo tried to leverage his badge and claimed his status as a police officer to avoid consequences.
Fucking Arizona. What the fucking? What am I getting on? What fucking? What am I taking you out? What am I? I'm just trying to keep you out of jail. No. You want to be a California cop and be a dick, and you want a chest bump us? You can go ahead and do that. And guess where you're going to end up? In my fucking jail. Yeah, I want to know where. You can either calm down and go home.
Eventually, after causing enough of a scene, including an attempt to fight patrons in line at a third bar, officers had no choice but to arrest him.
You're too intoxicated to understand what I'm even telling you. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home. Oh, now you're going to go home? You just said you didn't want to go home. Now you want to...
But Romo's behavior didn't improve at the jail either. Once detained, Romo continued his disruptive antics, banging on his cell door and even dialing 911 multiple times without cause.
Fucking breathe. Okay. You're a fucking prisoner. Well, sir, at this current time, you are in a jail facility, and the correct term probably would be prisoner. However, we're trying to get you released, but you're not showing any signs of sobering up that allows us to believe that you can go out and act accordingly in society. From what I understand, you're dialing 911, you're continuously...
I can't breathe, sir.
You're continuously banging on the jail cell doors.
Because I can't breathe. I have anxiety.
Oh, I completely understand the anxiety part.
I am sobering up. What do you want me to do?
Well,
I can't breathe.
Remember prior to the George Floyd incident that we got in the habit of saying, if you can talk, you can breathe? Do you remember that?
I understand.
So the fact that you're able to raise your voice, the fact that you're able to bang on a door, the fact that you're able to dial 911 leads me to believe, or a reasonable person to believe, that you are able to get oxygen into your lungs.
Have you ever been trapped in a jail cell?
I have not. I have not made poor decisions enough to wind myself up into this.
What was my poor decision?
It was clear he wouldn't sober up anytime soon. 4 days after his arrest, Romo was fired from the Roseville Police Department. He was later charged with assault and disorderly conduct, though the assault charge was dropped. Until now, officers weren't showing authority to their juniors. But this next sergeant crossed the line when his aggression was turned on one of his own team members.
Don't ever touch me again. Sir. Get the
On November 19th, 2021, a Sunrise, Florida police sergeant crossed every line imaginable during an arrest. Christopher Pulice, a 47-year-old sergeant, turned on his own team while dealing with a resisting suspect. And this all started with the officers struggling to get the suspect into the patrol car.
Miss, can you stop pulling the cup?
Just get in the car and you'll be fine.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Put in the cup on my wrist.
Once you get in the car, she'll let...
At this very moment, Sergeant Pulice stepped into the scene and pulled out his pepper spray. While this scene has already escalated, what happens next makes it worse.
Get in the car.
All right, I'm getting in.
Get your feet in. What's up? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You're playing with the wrong mother...
One of the junior officers realized Pulice was out of control and the situation needed to be de-escalated. She pulled him back to prevent the sergeant from going too far. But this move turned the officer's rage towards her own self.
Do what you gotta do.
No. Just let it be.
As Pulice grabbed her by the throat, he threatened her with pepper spray. And since no officers protested at the moment, the sergeant tried to show his authority once again.
We clear?
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Pulice was later charged with multiple crimes, including battery, assault on a law enforcement officer, and tampering with evidence for deleting threatening messages sent to witnesses. Coming up in the next case is a chief who undermined his own officer over the lamest reason.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck. You grabbed me.
On November 9th, 2023, Bradley Beach police officers stopped a car for a suspected DUI. But this wasn't going to be a routine traffic stop. Out of nowhere, the department's chief, Leonard Guida, showed up off-duty, casually dressed, and reportedly intoxicated.
Why do you gotta check it on the It's not fit to be worn. What's on the back of it?
What do you mean?
Look at it. Tell me what's on the back of it.
It washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
You're a sergeant, for God's sake.
Okay, Chief.
Chief Guida immediately turned his attention to Sergeant William Major, but not to assist. He wanted to criticize the sergeant over his jacket, which had peeling police lettering. While the sergeant tried to stay focused on the DUI investigation, the chief kept pushing.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI. Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about it.
But the chief refused to let the matter go. He confronted Major repeatedly until things got physical. That is when the sergeant, visibly fed up, slammed the chief onto the hood of a patrol car, and it looked like the chief didn't want matters to be under control.
No, you're going to go in. Drunk again.
Even after this altercation, the chief refused to back down. Major accused him of being drunk and interfering with police work. But when the chief tried to flex his authority, the sergeant didn't back down.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed in the...
But Guida wasn't done. He continued to assert his authority, citing rules that seemed to come out of nowhere.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Finally, Chief Guida tried to suspend Major on the spot, claiming he was relieved of duty.
Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
After my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes.
The sergeant didn't give him the satisfaction and chose to leave the scene calmly. But as you watch further, you'll see Guida targeting junior officers and pressuring them into backing his version of events.
See what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
There's some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You already got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
In the aftermath, Sergeant Major was back at work the next day. Meanwhile, Chief Guida was placed on administrative leave with pay as investigations began, and his actions left a permanent mark on his reputation. If you've stuck with us till now, you're definitely a true crime fan. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.
Are you on?
Listen.
Shit, woman.
It's right now you're being detained.
Wait, what?
I'm a captain on the police department. Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh, this is the first time I got cuffs on me.
Hey, call the police! They know I'm an officer. You knew I was an officer.
Why did you kick it? Were you locked out?
Yeah.
So why did you kick it?
Did get locked.
I'm gonna take this from you, okay? Is this triple?
These were the moments when cops had no choice but to arrest one of their own. Starting with this case, where a Gainesville police officer had to arrest her own corporal.
Are you on?
Listen.
Shit, woman.
It's right now you're being detained.
Wait, what?
On January 1st, 2021, Gainesville police officer Brooke Shutterly responded to a crash involving one of her own, Corporal Scott W. Bertzik. He had reached for a lighter while driving and rear-ended another vehicle at a green light.
So,
You reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass.
Cool.
No, not really.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Your airbag went off.
Scott didn't hide anything, but Officer Shutterly knew this situation needed careful handling. Before proceeding, she called her base to ensure there wouldn't be a conflict of interest.
This crash, Birdie, so come work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so... No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. but I just didn't want there to be any like conflict of interest type issues. All right, that was it. I just want to make sure. All right, bye.
Brooke immediately noticed signs of intoxication, but to avoid escalating the situation, she calmly but firmly addressed the issue.
You good?
Wait on his way?
Huh?
Wait on his way?
He's not coming. Good?
Walking home, but yep, I'm good.
I'm sure Neil would come get you if you need. So, Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
Yes, woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not going to lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way. Because I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all. But I'm not going to lie to you about it.
Oh, no. I don't mean to put you in that Yep.
Yeah. So, from now on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now, you're being detained.
Wait, what?
So, please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on integrity.
While waiting for her supervisor to come, Brooke made sure Scott didn't light a cigarette while at the scene. Later on, the sobriety tests lasted over 10 minutes, but it didn't take long to figure out how they'd go.
There's things that we can do to fix this, buddy.
This is for my kids, my family, fucking everything.
Scott blew a .156 back at the station, double the legal limit. He received 6 months license suspension, a fine, mandatory DUI classes, and community service. On top of that, he was suspended without pay for a week and placed on a last chance agreement. The victim he hit also sued him, resulting in a cash settlement. While this corporal was compliant, the rookie cop in the next case thought he could fool his seniors with a staged break-in.
Kick it. Were you locked out?
Yeah.
So why did you kick it?
I did get locked.
I'm going to take this from you, okay? Is this triple?
On July 2nd, 2024, Ruidoso police responded to an apartment break-in reported by rookie officer Matthew Amezquita. Sent home to shave during his shift, Matthew lost his keys and decided to stage a break-in at his own apartment. His excuse might have worked, until his seniors uncovered the truth weeks later, on July 17th.
But yeah, like I said, they didn't see anyone go up and down the stairwell.
So you went to Walmart, your card didn't work, so you didn't buy nothing.
Yeah.
Came back home.
Yeah, because
you came in, you wound up using your electric razor.
Yeah, which I mean, everything's still over there.
Okay.
But I used that, got everything done, was gonna go back 81, and that's when I realized my body cam was still on the sink. I was gonna come back down to get it, and the door was wide open.
How old are you, Ski?
21.
21. You know how long I've been doing this?
Many years, sir.
23. So I'm pretty good about reading situations, you know what I mean? So I want you to know that first of all, you know, I can help you out if there's something else going on here, okay? But I need you as an officer to be 100% honest with me right now.
Sure.
At first, Matthew tried to bluff his way out, thinking he could fool the investigator. But his lies couldn't withstand the officer's expertise.
Now, it's my understanding you were, when you called your mom, which you say was, you were sitting right here,
yes,
was at 642. At 642, you were in Walmart.
No, sir.
So, listen, Ski, this is the time, okay? This is a very important juncture in your life.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Where I want you to be 100% straight with me. If you messed up and you kicked your door because maybe you forgot your key, maybe because you were pissed off, stuff happens. If I was in a bind and I had to kick my door, I'd kick my door. Okay? That's when we got to help each other out. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. But this one I need you to be straight with me 100%. You don't want to start your career. I looked at the boot patterns. What do you think I saw there? Okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, man. But I need you to be straight with me. Okay? Why did you kick it? Were you locked out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. But here's the thing, man. When you do something like that, especially in this career, you call your buddy Munoz.
Matthew claimed he had gone to Walmart for candies instead of a shaver because he had an electric one at home, but his story didn't add up. So once the investigation concluded, the outcome was inevitable.
Let's go ahead and take all your gear off, okay? Now keep in mind that this doesn't have to be the end of law enforcement for you, okay? This is a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, okay? You might have another shot in the future, but you can't start your career out with a false report.
In the end, Matthew was charged with filing a false report, which resulted in his losing his badge and the trust of his department. This rookie officer might have thought he could get away with his lies, but the officer in the next case stole the cash from a suspect and hoped no one would notice.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose
That
you or
is not
anything.
me. I just want to apologize to everyone and say, man, one of these things, dude.
On March 14th, 2024, Moncra Moon was pulled over for a traffic violation by Charlotte Mecklenburg Police. Officer Henry Chapman arrived to assist, but things took a shady turn when Moon heard a rubber band snap.
What were we saying? 190, right?
I wasn't saying that you altered my mood.
No, I didn't say you said that, okay? Alright. But I said I wanted to count it out from in front of you so you can see how much is in there, because when we turn this over to the sheriff's office, it's then going to go to the marshals, that's going to go to the next sheriff's office. So this is us verifying that we're putting all of your money in here.
Can you write my name on there also? Can y'all check y'all like his person? Because like if anything is on him,
Look,
like
sir.
it would be in big. No, I don't.
Look, I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me. Look at me.
All of you guys probably have kids out there. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
So look, this is all I want to explain to you. Top of that, if I didn't do anything, like how me and you've been talking the whole time,
Yes,
just
sir.
like how me and you was talking the whole time, if I didn't do anything, I have nothing that I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? There would be no reason for him to show me his pockets and stuff. Like I know for a fact.
No, I want you to feel
comfortable. I would have
Yes.
felt.
Yes, sir.
I would have felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the money was. Because I seen you kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door.
Moon had $7,911 in his car. And when the officers were confiscating Moon's belongings, the suspect caught Chapman crumpling dollar bills and slipping them into his pocket. While Moon called him out, Chapman and the other officers dismissed his claims. But Chapman's own supervisor decided to handle the situation fairly.
Come here.
Do you mind if I move?
Come, come here. I'm not telling you.
I want you to hold me though, so you know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, yeah, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. Thank you. All that's been recorded, right? That's my money. I seen you take it. I seen you crumble it up. Just count it. If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose
That
you.
is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it when I first got it. I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make...
Chapman tried to act innocent, but after hearing Moon's statement, the investigation turned on Chapman.
So, like, this is what's going to happen, all right? We have people coming in. Obviously, they have to talk to you, all right? So, I want to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives will come and speak to you, all right? So, just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone. I say, man, one of these things, dude. And I'm sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry.
Chapman confessed to stealing the money and was charged with embezzlement. The very next day, he gave a resignation to avoid any confrontation. This officer probably regretted his actions after resigning, but the correctional officer in the next case thought he could flee a traffic stop just because he was part of law enforcement.
Oh, this is the first time I got cuffs on me.
Hey, call the police! They know I'm an officer!
You knew I was an officer!
On August 20th, 2022, a Naperville police traffic officer clocked a car speeding at 62 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour zone. She initiated a traffic stop, unaware of who was behind the wheel.
How are we doing? You have your license and insurance, please?
What am I being pulled over?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, you're speeding. Number two, you have a license plate cover.
Okay, it's gonna stay there.
I'm sorry? I can't understand you. What?
It's gonna stay there. So you
what's gonna stay there?
That. The license plate cover.
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
No, go ahead, write the ticket. I'm not looking.
You don't have insurance for the car?
I got insurance, but I ain't got it with me. It's at home.
Okay. Is this your current address?
No.
No?
Hold on. I'm an officer and I'm armed. My gun is right here, so you don't go crazy. Here we go. Because it's right here. I just remember.
Okay.
Here you go. I got a taser too.
Okay.
All right, come on, get the ticket on, or let me go home. I got shit
I don't
to do.
understand why you're acting like this.
Because I asked you. I don't know, because I'm irritated today. And I'm ready. I'm right here at the crib. I got another crib right here.
The driver, Christopher, identified himself as a correctional officer, but quickly grew agitated during the stop. When the officer returned to her car to run checks, Christopher demanded she follow him into his neighborhood instead of staying at the scene.
Why are you? You can't leave.
Follow me.
What do you need to talk about?
Follow me.
No, I'm not following you. What do you need to...
I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, and I was telling you I'm trying to run...
You all the way unprofessional. You doing things wrong.
Unprofessional?
Now, do you want me to talk on your taser and tell you everything you did wrong?
Why don't you go back into your
No, I'm
car?
about to go in the house. You got my ID. The plates come back to the address. Do your job or go get a supervisor.
You call her up doesn't mean she can drive everything and come right back, right?
I can't come to her.
That's true. But at a traffic
Come on,
stop,
man.
you got to kind of wait,
I
right?
followed the rules.
Okay.
I followed the
Well,
rules.
you might have. I don't know.
No, hold on, wait a
But
minute.
might
You
have
know
till you
I
left.
followed the rules. I asked her to come here, and she said she was too busy to do it. But she wasn't doing nothing when she stepped out the car halfway and said, "What do you want?"
Right.
So you can't tell me, you can't bullshit me. Bullshit somebody
I'm not
else.
bullshit anybody. Listen, this is how it works. Like, she stepped
I
out. She
respect the
acknowledged.
badge,
I know.
man.
I know.
I respect it. I never did control the situation. But I brought it to where I wanted it to be. Y'all don't realize that. Because I work in the jail. I play with criminals.
Okay, so here's what.
This is a learning lesson.
What do you want to do?
You know that. You know this is a learning lesson. Because she shouldn't have even followed me. Come on now. She did wrong, I did wrong. We both fucked up.
Once backup arrived, the officers tried to reason with him, but Christopher refused to acknowledge his actions. His defiance left them with no choice but to arrest him. And while Christopher initially complied with the arrest, he quickly turned the situation into chaos by resisting custody and creating a scene.
We're going to place you under arrest for leaving this thing in a
place me under arrest?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
fleeing, right?
Let's
So
get
if you
it
don't
over.
mind, just turn around for me. This
Hey,
officer
can I make a call though? Hold on. Can you lock up my house? Because I got
Yeah,
shit.
we will. Yeah, we will.
Okay.
You know how.
Oh, this is the first time I got cuffs on me. Yeah. Let me make a scene.
No, dog.
Hey.
Let's not
They
make a
putting
scene.
cuffs on the officer. I'm a Cook County sheriff.
Okay, let's. You want to get your
No,
phone? Let's get your phone.
no. We gonna make this. No, we gonna make a scene. Y'all want to put
All
a
right,
cuff?
well, we're not. All right, well, we're not giving you your phone then. We're not giving your phone. Come on,
Okay, if I don't get my phone, I'm not going in that place.
Well, yes, you are.
You gonna give me my phone? I'm an inmate now.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
an inmate
Yes,
now.
you are.
Yep. That's what you
They
like.
got it, or you want me to call some more? Come on.
No, you're not gonna leave my house unsecured. My weapon right there.
We'll get it. We'll get it for you.
We gotta get people involved.
Hey! 10:33.
Hey, call the police.
10:33.
My gun in my car, and I'm an officer.
Come on.
They know I'm an officer.
Even after being restrained on the ground, he escalated things by continuing his combative behavior and hurling abusive names at the officers.
Hey, your leg seems fine.
Hold on. You act like I was about to punch. You scary than a motherfucker. You shouldn't even be in this job. You've been elevated the whole time. The whole reason why, because it's your ego. Your ego got me on the ground. You fucked up. I got a problem with you because you was sitting here to be a supervisor and supervise these bitches. But you let this shit happen.
Christopher was eventually taken to court and charged with resisting arrest, fleeing and eluding a law enforcement officer, and aggravated battery on a police officer. This officer believed he was in the right, but the captain in the next case tried to cover his wrongs by whispering for the body cam to be turned off.
I'm a captain on the police department. Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
On March 12th, 2023, an Oklahoma City police officer noticed an unmarked, city-owned SUV swerving and speeding. The driver pulled into a private driveway without signaling, prompting the officer to initiate a traffic stop. But what followed was far from routine.
Stay in your vehicle. Back in your car. Drunk?
No, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big. Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. In the night.
I just got a ride.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division? How much we had to drink tonight, sir? Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
The suspect was soon identified as Oklahoma City Police Captain James Matt French. Clearly intoxicated, he whispered and begged the officer to turn off the body cam, thinking it wouldn't be recorded.
How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you were swerving all over me when you turned off here, you didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
How much did you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor?
Yeah.
How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
You think you should be driving?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Forward to the rear of your vehicle. Okay. You got any weapons or anything on you?
I do not, sir.
After failing multiple sobriety tests, the captain grew desperate and began ordering the officer to turn off the camera again.
Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body camera.
I do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
One, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
done. You can
done.
turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm a captain on this police department.
I understand that, sir.
I get
and
that.
I am a sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I've
am
taken
not-
an oath to uphold the law.
I
don't
am
show
not-
favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the president of the United States.
Sir, I'm not asking you for that.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking you for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
Sergeant Skinner, please.
Are you going to do the test or not, sir?
I will. I will do whatever you ask.
Okay, once we complete the test, I'll turn off my body camera.
Despite the captain's repeated commands, the officer stood his ground and refused to comply. And by the final test, it was obvious the captain wasn't fit to drive.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you going to arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
Can we turn the camera off now?
Yeah, we'll turn the camera off now.
The captain was arrested and taken to the station. His actions earned him a suspension from his position and the standard DUI penalties, including fines and potential jail time.
If you've made it this far, you're definitely a true crime fan. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. See you in the next one.